everybody, and welcome to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. It's Saturday morning on a rainy day, and this morning we're going to make a low-carb cinnamon roll. This is the first time I'm making it, so bear with me and we'll learn together. This is a new adventure for me. I'm trying to lose some weight, and I'm going low-carb, keto type of stuff. Which is really good. I'm surprised that it doesn't taste like diet food, but it's really good. I have a video out making rolls that I made into like a hamburger bun. They're low carb, and it's really good. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, and I'll get you going by quiet down Raven, because she's got to be talking today. Alright, stay tuned. Okay guys, in a bowl, with these type of flours that we're using today, they're nut flours, and we're using almond flour, we're using coconut flour, we're using some flaxseed, which I put in my little coffee grinder and made it more like a meal, like a flour. We're using xanthan gum. This is more like a binder, like what you would find in store-bought breads for yeast and gluten. So this is more or less like our gluten. And I'm using a monk fruit sweetener. As you can see, there's no calories, no carbs, everything 0, which is pretty good. So with these flours and all, you need to sift them, because they come out really clumpy because they're very moist. So yeah, so we're going to sift them. I don't really actually have a sifter, but this would work. I'm going to pour it in, and we're starting off with our dry ingredients. It's 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons of almond flour. I'm going to pour that in there. And then we're going to do a 1/3 cup of coconut flour. I'm going to start this here. Get this going. And you just got to keep on working it to try to get the clumps out. And then I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons. No, I take that back. 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, teaspoons of baking powder, and a teaspoon of the monk fruit. I'm going to put that in there, sift it in. Working it. This is exciting. It's a new adventure. And we'll be, trying some recipes out on this, and I do my normal stuff too. I'm just trying to cut down on weight that I gained in the last 3 months. In the summer, at the end of June, I was hospitalized with kidney failure, and I had a kidney stone that was 3.5 inches long and an 1/8 inch thick in one kidney. So, needless to say, I was very sick, and they had to remove it by lasers, and I still have 2 pieces of stone in there left that they're watching. So it was they're in spots that they couldn't get the laser in. But anyway, I'm doing good. So, but I gained extra weight, because I couldn't really do too much. surgeries. I had 5 surgeries. That was 2 weeks, about 2 weeks apart for each surgery. So we're mixing this together. And we're going to put this in our blender. Two tablespoons of softened butter. And we're going to add some buttermilk that I had. The recipe calls for 3 tablespoons of cream and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I had this buttermilk in the refrigerator and I wanted to use it up before it goes bad. So if you put apple cider vinegar or any vinegar in your cream or milk product, it's going to make it buttermilk. So I skipped that step. So I have 4 tablespoons of buttermilk that I'm pouring in. And putting in our sweetener, which was the monk fruit, and that was a 1/4 cup, okay? And then I need 3 tablespoons of water. Let me go get some water. So I'm going to put that in. And we're also going to be, making the filling. Put this on so I don't make a mess. I'm already making a mess all over the counter. And we're going to turn this on and we're going to mix it up. And you know what I forgot? I forgot the 3 eggs. I'm like looking in there, I'm like, oh my God, there's something missing. Yes, and 3 eggs. Oh my God. See, I told you guys. It's early in the morning. There you go. And turn it back on. We'll let that mix for a little bit and then I'll bring it back. Okay guys, to get the dough out, because these doughs are pretty moist, either wet your fingers with water, or what I found out, using a little bit of olive oil on your hands works out really good. And we're going to get all the dough off our little mixer thing, paddle. And we'll start working the dough. And this is supposed to make 9 cinnamon rolls. And what we're going to do is work the dough a little bit. And we're going to flatten it out on parchment paper in between two sheets, because it does like to stick. Let me go wash my hands. Okay, so we're going to roll it out. We're going to try to get it as much of a rectangle as we can. Can you guys see what I'm doing? There you go, a little bit. How's that? Okay. Okay, this is like a little thick on this side. Put some right here. Might be a little thin right there. Okay. Alright, we're going to put this aside and then we're going to make the filling. Okay guys, for the filling, we're going to be using a quarter stick of butter, which is like 4 tablespoons, and it's softened. I also put it in the microwave because it was still a little hard. So we're going to put that in. And then we're going to get our sweetener. And it says 2 teaspoons. No, take it back, 3 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, and we're using the monk fruit now. And 2 of the cinnamon. Okay, and let's mix this up well. And the inspiration for this, I got this recipe from Keto Connections. It's a young couple. They're pretty knowledgeable on their keto page and channel. They do a lot of testing new products and things in their recommendations. And they came up with this recipe. And it's supposed to be like the #1 cinnamon roll recipe on YouTube. I'm going to add a little bit more sugar into this. Add another teaspoon. And a little bit more cinnamon. And this is all just a preference for you guys. And then we're going to spread it out on our dough. And I'll be right back. Okay, and it says to pour this on and spread it out. And I'll also link their channel in the description and with the recipe, the original recipe, because I had to veer off of it because I had the buttermilk. And while we're rolling this, we're going to be using the parchment paper to help us too. So I'm going to oil my fingers and I'm going to try to get this going. There we go. It's a going. And I just gotta re-oil. And I did get it kind of thin in a couple spots, but hey, we'll work with it. It's all good. And just keep rolling. Okay, I'm going to spray our little pan here. And we're going to cut this. And what they suggested is to oil up the knife a little bit so it doesn't stick. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, mine's a little short by 1, but that's good for me. I think I rolled them a little bit too tight. I could have put more, I think I could have put more cinnamon on. But hey, this is the first time I'm making these and it's a learning thing. As long as they taste good, right? Okay, so I'm going to bring you back after they come out of the oven. They go in at 400 degrees for 5 minutes, and then you drop down your temperature to 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll make the icing. Okay guys, cinnamon rolls came out of the oven already, and I'm having them cool. So we're going to get on making the frosting. And the frosting is 2 tablespoons of butter. You want them softened to melt it. However you want to do it. If you get it melted, that's fine. And then what I did, I took the monk fruit sweetener, and I put it in my coffee grinder, and I powdered it. You can buy the keto powdered sugars. Why do that when you have your sweetener already? You just powder it. But if you don't have a coffee grinder or something like that, yeah, go ahead and buy it. I'm just trying to save you guys some money. But the next, we're going to do 2 ounces of cream cheese, and I cut it up in little chunks. And what we're going to do, we're going to blend these together. Then you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of your monk fruit. And you're going to add in 2 to 4 tablespoons of cream. I'm going to start off with 2. One more for right now. Okay, and next we're going to add a little bit, a pinch of salt. So I can get the darn bag open. And this is pink Himalayan salt. And vinegar and vanilla we're going to put in. And that's to taste, about a teaspoon, I guess. That tastes pretty good. Okay. Let me get this all out of the way and I'll bring the... Okay guys, here they are. They turned out pretty nice, huh? Just like cinnamon rolls on the bottom. Okay. Let me get a little plate here. And they're still slightly warm. So, I'm going to spread one up. Let me get a fork. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, time for a taste test. Oh my God. That is amazing. With frosting, and cream cheese frosting, it's out of this world. The cinnamon rolls, to die for. They're really great. You wouldn't believe it. It's a thumbs up for me. Hope you guys try this. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for coming to the farm today and hanging out with me and making cinnamon rolls, low carb. And, yeah. Thanks a lot. And I'll catch you on the next video. You guys have a great afternoon. Bye.